Hey, fourth graders. So today we're going to start with our problem string for November. We have 3 this month, so we're going to tackle this next one. So this is problem string number 7. So you should be at the back of your number corner book where it says A7. Or if you've done problem strings in your classroom and you've used your math journal, you could go to where you've done problem strings in your classroom. So for my class, we've done our problem strings in the back of our number corner book. So go to page A7. All right. So as you know, you want to set up your book so that way you have a small area for problems, a bigger area for strategies, and probably the same amount of room for connections. Make sure you date today 11-16. That's the date I'm recording it, but you can write whatever today's date that you're watching it. So anyway, so we're going to start with our first problem. So our first problem is, let's cross that out. All right. So it says, my friend lives on 175th Street. She walks 25 blocks north. What street did she end up on? So you can tell this problem is an addition problem. So the starting position is 175, and then she goes another 25 blocks equals, they want to know what street. So I'm going to put S for what street. So I know in the past we've worked with ratio tables. Today, we're going to use an open number line. The open number line, we're going to have a starting position of 175. Some of you already recognize that 75 is like 25 away from 100. And then if you add this 25, boom, is going to, so this will be plus 25, is going to take you to 200. So your answer is going to be 200. All right. So we know S equals 200 street. Okay. Your next problem, so draw a line. Don't go through the connections. Just draw a line all the way to where strategy line ends. The next one says, my friend lives on 175th Street and she walks 28 blocks north. What street did she end up on? So again, starting position is 175. You're adding 28 to get to what street? So make sure you're writing your problem the way I have it. We have an open number line starting with 175, right? We already know 28. We already know 28 is 25 plus 3. We already did the work up here for 25, didn't we? So 175 plus that 25, that gives us that 200. And we know 28 is 3 more. So we're going to go, boom, 3 more. So 200 plus 3 is 203. So we didn't really have to go back and redo the work of 25. You already had the work done with 25. And if you recognize that 28 is 3 more, then that problem was a quick one, right? All right, let's see if it gets a little bit more complicated. So my friend lives on 175th Street. 175th Street. She walked 38 blocks north. What street did she end up on? I think some of you have recognized something. Let me jot the problem down. Let's see if you could see it. Her starting point, again, is 175. And instead of going 28 blocks, she has to go 38 blocks. So 175 plus 38 equals S. Oh, I forgot to write here. I'm just gonna circle the answer. Okay. So I bet you some of you are thinking, Mrs. Nafso, 38 is just 10 more than 28. And I'll be like, yeah. So show me what you would do here. You would do 175, and you already did the work for 28. So 175 plus 28, so this is plus 28, was 203. And since you told me that 38 is 10 more, then what's 10 more than 203? 200, right? There's no 10s right now. We add 110, so it's 213th. So 213th Street. So far, so good. Okay. So let's jot down a connection. I want to see right here. Let me move myself from here. All right, for your connection, this is what I want you to write. When, so you should be writing this in your connection part. When adding I'm going to use hashtag, but it's really symbolizes number. When adding numbers, that's an S, you can split one of the numbers and add the parts separately. You saw how in 28, 175 plus 28, we didn't have to do 175 plus 28. We knew that 25 and 75 make 100. So we took that 28 and broke it up into 25 and 3. So that way 175 plus 25 gives you 200. And 200 plus 3 is way easier than 175 plus 28. Does that make sense? Sweet. Let's see. You want to try one more? All right, here's one more. My friend took the subway up to 285th Street. So now we're starting a brand new number, 285. So let me see if I could move my screen up a little bit. Let me hold on. Get out of this for a sec. Okay. So I'm going to move this up, but if you need to pause it to finish writing that, you can. All right. So let's do the 175 plus, or 185 plus 47. Right. 185 plus 4, let's get rid of all this. Okay. So this is problem 285 plus 47. So my friend took the subway up 285th Street and then had to walk 47 blocks north from there to get to her favorite restaurant. Oh my gosh. That's a long walk. But you know what? They do it. So we want to know what street is the restaurant on. So I know this 47 number. I could break this up, right? I could break this up. I can see that 8 and another 15 will give me 300. So let's try to do it simple. So 285. I am not going to do 285 plus 47. I'm going to break up this 47 into smaller parts. So 285 plus 10 gives me 295, right? So I'm going to take away 10. That gives me 37. Okay. 295 plus 5, gives me 300. I'm going to take away a 5 in here, and that leaves me with 32. I know that 300 plus 32, if I do 300 plus 32, that gives me 332. So, fourth graders, do you see how I went to a friendly number and then added the rest? But I had to make sure that I did my subtraction correctly here as well. So when I saw 47 plus 285, I know some of you can do this, which is great, right? But in third grade, this wasn't really taught. So we have to use other strategies. And the open number line helps us because it takes us from this big number and then it adds the rest of the add-ins, but you could do it in parts. All right? All right. So that is our problem string for today. Good job.